Hello friends, so I am Dr. Alok Singh Thakur, and this video is uh, about the anthelmintic drugs. So in this video we are going to discuss what are anthelmintic drugs and their classification, and in the second video we will discuss the synthesis of few drugs related with the anthelmintics. So let's start the anthelmintics. Anthelmintics are the drug which are used for the treatment of the parasitic infection, which are also known as helminths, and helminths are also known as worms. So these drugs are anti-worms drug, and worms that are the pathogenic to the human being is known as metazoa, and this metazoa is also known as helminths. Metazoa are basically classified into the two categories. This is metazoa, which is also known as helminths, and these helminths, which is actually the pathogenic worms or pathogenic parasite to the human. This is basically or of two type. One is known as roundworms. Roundworms contains the different type of strains like ascaris, trichoris, hookworms, etc. These are also known as nematodes. Okay, and the second one is known as flatworms. Flatworms are again of two types which are pathogenic to the human being. First is known as flukes. Flukes are also known as trematodes. And second one is the tapeworm, which is also known as cystodes. Okay, so here we have metazoa, which is a pathogenic parasite to the human being. One is roundworms, and second one is the flatworms. Roundworms are known as nematodes, and flatworms are again of two types, flukes and tapeworm. Flukes are known as trematodes, and tapeworms are known as cystodes. So these are the basically few types of the parasite which are pathogenic to the human being, and they are causing the various type of the problem into the human, like elephantus foot or the enterus, like intestinal infection, which is causing the stomach ache or something like that. So these are the parasitic infection to the human being. Anthelmintic drugs are also known as the anti-worms drug, and these are again on the basis of mode of action. They are again of two types. One is known as the wormicides, which directly kill the worms which are present systemically. And second one is known as vermifuges or vermifuges are the type of anthelmintics which are act locally onto the GI tract, and they expel the worms from the GI. So these are on the basis of mode of action. They are vermicides which kill the worms, and vermifuges which locally act on the GI tract and expel the worms from that site. So on the basis of either they can expel or they can kill the worms. If we directly go through the various type of drug, we can classify the drug. So this is the chemical classification. So chemical classification, because we are going to discuss the medicinal chemistry of the anthelmintic. So this classification on the basis of structure. So the first class belongs to the anthelmintic drug is the benzimidazoles, which are basically containing the benzimidazole drug, and this category of drug which is containing the albendazole, mebendazole, flubendazole, etc. These drugs are active against the GI nematodes, and these are highly effective against the ascaris, enterobius, trichoris, and hookworms infection. So let's take the structure. So this is the structure of benzimidazole. This is benzimidazole, and here we have a lead structure which belongs to few drug like this one, and on the basis of this substitution at this benzene ring of the benzimidazole, this R is the site where the different substitute can be added to make the different type of drug. So let's take the few examples. First of all, the most common drug which we known as the anthelmintic is the albendazole. Albendazole, which has the this thio containing propyl group, propyl chain, CH2, CH2 and CH3. So this is thio containing with propyl chain. This is known as albendazole. And if we talk about the substitution of the sulfur with the oxygen, then it become propoxy group. We can also write this chain as a C3H7. So this is propoxy chain, and this is known as the oxybendazole because it is oxygen instead of this sulfur. So oxybendazole. Okay, then again another most common drug belong in this category is the mebendazole. So this is mebendazole, very common drug in practice. Mebendazole is containing the benzoyl group. So this is benzoyl, this is benzene with the CO, this is called benzoyl. So this benzoyl moiety if present here instead of R, then it is called mebendazole. This will become a structure of mebendazole. We will discuss the synthesis of this mebendazole in the next video. And if we put the fluorine in this phenyl, then it is become flubendazole. So flubendazole will contain the CO and benzene and fluorine group in the para position or fourth position. This is para position, or you can call it fourth position. So this group is present. So these are the few example from the benzimidazole category, where the albendazole, oxybendazole, mebendazole and flubendazole. Then the next category is the quinolines and isoquinoline. So in this category we have few example like oxempi, oxemni queen and praziquantel. So let's take the structure of praziquantel. And oxemni queen is containing the quinolone and praziquantel containing the isoquinoline. So let's take the structure of praziquantel. Praziquantel is containing isoquinoline. So this is the structure of isoquinoline, which is actually the tetrahydroisoquinoline, and it is fused with the piperazine. This is fused with the piperazine. So this is the structure of isoquinoline, and this is piperazine, and this piperazine is fused with a ketone CO and a cyclohexane, and this piperazine is containing a ketone. This is the structure of praziquantel. Then third category. So third category is the piperazine derivative. Piperazine derivatives having few examples, like first example itself is the piperazine citrate, and another example is the again a very common drug belonging this category is the diethyl carbamazine. So this is piperazine. So let's take the structure of piperazine first of all. So this is piperazine, 1,4-diazole means 2 nitrogen at the 1/4 position. So this is piperazine, and here we have, if we have methyl, and here we have carbamoyl, CONH2, it is carbamoyl, which is hydrogen is substituted with ethyl. So diethyl carbamoyl group is present here and methyl group present in this piperazine. This is called diethyl carbamazine. So this is the structure of diethyl carbamazine. Then next, let's take the further classification. So these are the few important drugs that we have discussed in the earlier. And the fourth category is the vinyl pyrimidines. Vinyl pyrimidines, this category has the vinyl. Vinyl is actually known as the substituted, this is ethylene, and if we substitute this hydrogen of the ethylene, then it is called vinyl. So this vinyl group is present in this structure. So we have few example, like first of all parental palmoate and oxental. So these are the few drugs. So in this category, the parental palmoate is very common drug. So let's take the structure. It is containing this one is thiophene ring, which is fused with this vinyl CH double bond CS. This is vinyl, and this pyrimidine, which is a tetrahydropyrimidine substituted with the CH3. This is the structure of parental palmoate. Then again, the next category is the amides, and it is also containing a very important drug, which is niclosamide. Niclosamide has the structure like this. It is a benzene ring which is containing an alcohol OH group and a chlorine, and this ring is fused with the amide. This is amide, and then again another benzene phenyl ring is there, which is double substituted, one with the chlorine and another with the nitro. So these are the structural classification of the anthelmintic, which is very important. Few more drugs are belong to the anthelmintic category. So these are the sixth one is the natural product category. So this drug is the ivermectins. Then seventh category is the organophosphates. The example from this category is the metrifonate. Eighth category is the nitro derivatives like niridazole. And ninth category is the imidazothiazole. It is levamisole. So this is the overall classification of the anthelmintic drug. So 9 class are there, out of which the top 6 class are very common, and levamisole is also in practice. Okay, thank you. So this is the classification of the anthelmintic drug. Thank you.